Everyone thinks that the third conditional is the most difficult conditional, and that's really silly. Yes, it's very silly. Let's find out why. Yay. My name is Toby, this is Smash English, and here is everything you need to know about the third conditional for the B2 First Cambridge exam. Why is the third conditional so easy? Because it only has one use. To talk about an imaginary past. We are talking about the past that never happened. Toby, that's me, started Smash English and published this video. Yes? Yes, that is true. If Toby hadn't started Smash English, he wouldn't have published this video. Did Toby start Smash English? Yes, I did. So the if clause is talking about an imaginary past situation. Did Toby publish this video? Well, yes, I did. So the result clause is talking about the imaginary past result of this imaginary past situation. So we use the third conditional to talk about an imaginary past situation and the imaginary result of that past situation? Yes, Toby. Yes, we do. Wow, Toby, that's so easy. Yes, I know it is. Toby started Smash English and he published this video. That is the real past. If Toby hadn't started Smash English, he wouldn't have published this video. That is the unreal past. Oh my God, what are you doing? That's disgusting.
I drank too much, so I vomited, yeah? Sorry, mate, I'll clean it up, alright?
Yeah, you're disgusting. Do you think that's normal? I'm recording a video, you bloody idiot.
Ugh, oh dear. Bruce drank too much, so he vomited. Here we are talking about the real past. This, unfortunately, really happened.
How can we make this unreal? Well, let's talk about an imaginary past and talk about what happened in our unreal world. The world that exists in our head, where all of my friends live. They're not your friends, Toby.
We are your friends.
I have no friends.
If Bruce hadn't drunk too much, he wouldn't have vomited. But, yeah, Bruce did drink too much, and he did vomit.
Let's look at the grammar then. Yes. If plus subject plus past perfect plus subject plus would plus have plus the past participle. Yeah, that's it. Really easy, right? Okay, so this one looks the most difficult because the grammar structure is the longest. But just learn the grammar structure and then you know everything. The zero conditional and the first conditional have many uses. Watch my videos on them if you don't know the uses, but it's a lot more complicated than the third conditional. Third conditional, imaginary past. Done. Wow, we are geniuses. Together, you and me. Subscribe, thank you, bye. Now you, Monica, what are you doing?
I'm exercising. I've got to get hotter.
Why?
It's Johnny. He's got a new girlfriend, and I want to make her really, really jealous about how hot his ex-girlfriend is. It's really sexy, way more sexy than her. Yeah.
Okay, sure, yep.
Oh no! Monica was exercising and then she fell over. Let us invent an imaginary past for Monica. But remember, we have a past continuous tense here. That means instead of using the past perfect in the if clause, we should use the past perfect continuous. Wow, that's my favourite tense. If Monica hadn't been exercising, she wouldn't have fallen over. But unfortunately, she was exercising and she did fall over.
Now, let me tell you a secret. Wow, a secret! On a video published on YouTube. Yes, a secret. English people get this conditional wrong all the time. OMG, if English people get this conditional wrong, then how can I get it right? Don't you worry. I will give you all the information you need to use the third conditional better than English speakers use the third conditional. Wow, amazing! I'm a very generous man. English people will often say would of instead of would have. This is because in spoken English, the third conditional is almost always contracted. If Toby hadn't started Smash English, he wouldn't have published this video. Wouldn't have. This makes the sound of have sound very similar to of. Also, some people add an extra schwa sound in the first clause. For example, instead of saying, if Toby hadn't started this channel, he wouldn't have published this video, they say, if Toby hadn't started this channel, he wouldn't have published this video. And I do this because it's nice to say. It adds symmetry, it adds rhythm to the conditional. If I hadn't have done that, I wouldn't have done this. But it's wrong, so don't do it. Even if it sounds wonderful. If I hadn't I wouldn't have. It doesn't exist, it's me, yeah. Toby, this is all very interesting, but can we change anything about the grammar? Well, we can, but only two things. Yes, only two things. We can change would to might. We do this to demonstrate that our imaginary result is a maybe instead of a definitely.
I can't believe Johnny broke up with me. He is gonna regret it so much when he sees my sexy new body.
Well, Monica, if you had shaved your beard, he might not have broken up with you.
Bruce, that is a horrible thing to say. I love Monica's beard. Here, Monica did not shave her beard, and Bruce is suggesting that this was a bad idea. In fact, in Bruce's imaginary past, Monica and Johnny have the possibility of still being together. It's not definite, but it is a possibility. We will never know, though. This is the third conditional, after all. Everything is imaginary.
And we can change would to could to talk about ability, imaginary ability in the past, or possibility, an imaginary possibility in the past.
Oh yeah? Well, if you hadn't said that, you could have had the chance to be my new boyfriend, but now, no way.
Oof, I am sorry, Bruce. Bruce offended Monica and has ruined his chances of having the love of his life. How terrible for him. I am single though, Monica, so please don't forget about me.
Oh no, Monica. I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay then, Bruce. I forgive you. Okay, let's go on a date then tomorrow at about 7 because Johnny's going to this restaurant with his new girlfriend and I think we could go there too and we can show him that we're such a sexy couple together. Well, one of us is really sexy in this couple, so we can go and show him that person, which is me.
And with that, we are finished. Seriously, now you know everything you need to know about the third conditional for the B2 First Cambridge exam. If you liked the video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment down below. My name is Toby and this was Smash English.